May you describe this tank cleaner, please?
Sure. What you see at the back is actually two different classes of tank cleaners machines. The one on the upper deck is otherwise known as the FTC. Now, the FTC is actually used for smaller tanks that are normally found underground. Underground tanks are a little bit complex in the sense that you have very limited access into these tanks. Traditionally, to clean such tanks, we would normally deploy manpower to climb right underneath the tank and start cleaning. But with this FTC, which is actually very lightweight, it allows it to be lowered into the underground tank. And once it's inside, it can actually lift up its arm remotely and open up its three nozzles. And the nozzle can turn in 180 degrees, which is actually very suitable for underground tanks because they are normally cylinder tanks. So this is actually very useful for underground tanks and smaller tanks. Now, the other class of tank cleaners that you're looking at behind me is otherwise known as the auger. Now, the auger is very, very special because it actually caters for tanks with very hard and sticky sludge. If you notice in front of the auger, what you get is actually a scoop that allows you to collect this thick, sticky sludge and then subsequently to be pumped back out into the vacuum truck or the disposal bins. Now, if you're talking about the traditional method of doing it, you are talking about putting 12 or 18 people into the tank to use the traditional spade to scoop it up and then bring it out. But what you have here is a robot that actually does exactly the same type of job of collecting this sticky and hard sludge. And with a pump, you could actually scoop it up and then get it pumped outside the tank. So you're actually saving a lot, and I really mean a lot, in terms of the labor and the number of people, because putting people in there is not just dangerous, like I mentioned, it's also a very, very tedious job that we're talking about here. But with this auger, you just have got to have only 3 people who deploy or who actually control this robot from outside the tank, away from the dangerous environment, and it does exactly what a human being would do in order to remove this sludge here.
Thank you very much, Dan. It was a very good description of our tank cleaner. This is the new name that we want to give this technology.